Hey guys, it's Kristen from A Mindful Mom, and today I'm going to show you how to make Instant Pot rice and beans. If you're new here, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Kristen, and I love to share with you easy recipes your family will love, and I love my Instant Pot. And today I'm going to share with you a staple recipe I have been making since I got my Instant Pot. This recipe is for brown rice with red beans, and I am making it using dried beans without soaking. This is a game changer. It makes using your pantry staples so easy and so tasty. I'm actually filming this video right now during the coronavirus outbreak, and so many of you are faced with limited ingredients, just as I am. And so I thought this was a perfect time for me to share this recipe with you guys, give you some modifications so that you can use what you have at home. But it's a great recipe to keep on hand anytime. It's super affordable, it's super delicious, and it can be used not only as a hearty meatless meal, but it's a great base for burrito bowls. You can wrap it in a tortilla, you can serve it in taco shells, you can even mix it in a taco salad. It's really a versatile recipe and it tastes delicious. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is turn your Instant Pot to saute. I'm going to saute up some fresh onions, peppers, and garlic. If you have frozen peppers and onion blend, by all means use that. If you don't have any onions or peppers, you can omit this step completely. It just adds another layer of flavor, but again, we're working with our pantry and freezer staples, so if you don't have it, don't feel like you can't proceed with this recipe. To our heated Instant Pot, we're gonna add in a half a tablespoon of oil. I'm using canola oil today. You can use avocado oil or olive oil. To the oil, I'm gonna add in a half a large onion that's been minced finely and one red bell pepper that's been minced. Again, you can use frozen, fresh, you can use a green pepper, a yellow pepper. You can even use a little bit of jalapeno if you would like and you have that on hand. That's delicious. I do that often. My grocery store, when I placed my order before I went into self-isolation, was out of jalapenos. So today I'm just using a red pepper. If you do use a jalapeno, make sure that you remove the seeds and stem inside the jalapeno before adding to your Instant Pot. That'll cut back on the heat a little. We're gonna saute that just for a couple minutes until the onions begin to soften. Then I'm gonna add in my minced garlic. I'm using a teaspoon of minced garlic. You wanna wait to add your garlic until your peppers and onions are almost all the way sauteed so you don't burn your garlic. Burnt garlic will ruin a recipe. Saute that for just about 30 seconds and then hit off on your Instant Pot. To our inner pot, we're gonna add in 4 cups of vegetable or chicken stock or water. If all you have is water right now, by all means, use that. We also need to add in an additional 2 cups of water. So if you're using water, you would use 6 cups in total. And then we're gonna scrape up the bottom bits of the inner pot to prevent a burn warning. Next, we're going to add in 1 cup of dried red or pinto beans. You wanna use red beans or pinto beans because they'll cook in about the same amount of time that brown rice will cook. If you don't have brown rice and you only have white rice, you need to make this recipe with canned beans, or you can follow my instructions for how to cook dried beans first and then proceed with the recipe using white rice and the pre-cooked beans. White rice only needs 3 minutes to cook, and so dried beans will not be tender in that amount of time. And then I'm gonna add in 2 cups of brown rice. I'm using short grain brown rice today that's been rinsed really well. Short grain brown rice works best in this recipe because it has a cook time of 24 minutes, and that's the time that it'll take your pinto or red beans to cook. Now, we're gonna put our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure our vent knob is pointed to sealed. You may be asking yourself, why aren't we adding any seasonings at this point? Well, if your beans are a little bit on the old side, salt can interfere with their cooking process, and so they won't get tender if they haven't been soaked. Therefore, I wait until after the beans and rice have cooked to add in my seasonings. So we're gonna set cook time here for 24 minutes on high pressure. To do this, hit manual or pressure cook, and then adjust using the plus or minus buttons until it reads 24. It'll take quite a bit of time to come to pressure, 10 to 15 minutes, and then it'll take 24 minutes of cook time. And then you need to let pressure release naturally. That water is super starchy, and if you try to release pressure too soon, your beans will seize up. So I have accounted for the cook time of the beans to include the natural pressure release, which is about 10 to 15 minutes. After pressure has been released naturally, open up your Instant Pot. Use a fork to fluff the rice and kind of mix the beans up. You can see everything is cooked nice and evenly. And now I'm going to add in 1 cup of salsa. Salsa is my secret ingredient that really adds a lot of flavor, and it's a great pantry staple to always keep on hand because you can add it to things and really flavor things up well. I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning, linking to that recipe below. If you don't have my blend for homemade taco seasoning, you can use 1 teaspoon of paprika and 1/2 teaspoon each of salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and cumin. Give that a good mix. And then you can serve this up plain. You can top it with cheese, cilantro, sour cream, fresh tomatoes, shredded lettuce, shredded cabbage, or you can use it as a burrito bowl. You can use it in tacos. Like I said, the options are limitless, but it's a great recipe to make with those pantry staples when you find yourself without a lot of fresh ingredients, before you need to run to the grocery store. If you just come home from a trip, you probably have everything you need to make this Instant Pot rice and beans, and it tastes delicious. I'm gonna give it a try right now. The rice is perfectly seasoned. It reminds me of my favorite Mexican rice from a restaurant. The beans are soft and tender. It's delicious. You guys, I hope that you give this a try. I hope you stay safe and healthy. Give this recipe a thumbs up and stay tuned to see how to make Instant Pot dried beans. It's another great staple recipe to have on hand. I'll catch you in the next video.